Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate Tableau Server's high availability and automatic failover capabilities. I'm logging into my Tableau Server deployment using an administrative credential. I select my project and will navigate to the server status page. On the server status page, I note that there's a 3-node cluster here, primary, worker 1, and worker 2, running various processes. Tableau Server is architected to scale up by running more processes on the same box, or scale out by adding additional worker nodes and additional processes on them. Repository can easily be configured for active-passive mode and automatic failover within Tableau. In this case, I'm running worker 2 to be the active repository and the primary machine to be running the passive repository. To simulate a production failure, I'm going to shut down the entire Tableau Server process which hosts the primary repository on worker 2. Going to the Service Manager and essentially stopping Tableau Server Application Manager. In a real world, this failure could essentially be a failure in the disk or a network or a hardware failure. And oftentimes, if you have server processes that aren't able to fail over automatically, end-user services that are interrupted. In this case, I'm going to log back into Tableau Server. Note that when I go to the server status page, I notice that all of my services on primary and worker 1 are still functioning. Note that the repository now has become active on the first primary box, and this is a capability in Tableau Server that allows you to automatically do this without IT intervention. As a user, if I go to the site and look at my workbooks, all of my content is available there. With automatic promotion of the passive repository, the server keeps running without IT having to do anything. Let's go back and restart the service on worker 2. As the services come up, we now see that an active repository is supporting a cluster already, and the worker 2, when it comes up, you see that the repository on that switches to be a passive mode. So as an IT administrator, I want to ensure that the repository stays active on my preferred host, which has the sufficient infrastructure that I allocated to it. So on the next maintenance window, I run a simple tabadmin command, tabadmin failover repository command with the -preferred tag. If you have a preferred host set up for your repository failover, Tableau Server will automatically do all of the changes in the back end and reset your cluster such that worker 2, which was your preferred host for active repository, becomes active again. As part of doing this, Tableau Server may decide to reindex or build your search indexes again. And once that is done, you'll notice that in this particular case, worker 2 is now showing the active repository and it's a preferred box. And on worker 1, on primary, you see that it's setting up and then it comes back up as a passive repository. So the entire cluster is now back to the original state where we started, with primary having the passive repository and worker 2 having the preferred active repository. Now in this particular case, what you noticed is Tableau Server's entire high availability capability and failover capability is automated and available out of the box. In addition to automatic repository failover, Tableau supports process level failover, which is in any case a server process goes down or needs to shut down, then Tableau monitors those and automatically restarts them as well.